and we're live. And we're live for episode 16 of Slap Happy. Slap Happy. We're here, we're doing it. And I gotta be real with y'all from the jump. This episode may not be the happiest Slap Happy. This episode might be a not so slap happy. However, I wanted to make this place, I wanted to make this podcast a place where I could come and speak my mind and have my place to say my shit. And I intend to do that. So, yeah, this won't be the most informative podcast. This is not going to be the happiest podcast, but I'm just going to say what's on my mind. So, before I get into that, I want to firstly give a shout out to Jack Whitfield, who I was very pleasantly surprised when I got an email a couple of days ago. Having a pretty shitty week last week, I got an email basically saying that a gentleman by the name of Jack Whitfield had purchased a shirt off my Shopify page, and I hadn't even really promoted it, so I don't know how he's found it, but like shout out to Jack for finding it. He purchased a Like That tee, one of my brand tees, one of my Savilian tees. And, just left a really beautiful message just saying, appreciate the support, appreciate the content, and just wanted to show support for, what you do. And, so I shipped that off to him today. And, I'm super thankful that he did that and just kind of went out of his way to buy something of mine. And it just, just that little gentle reminder that what I do is important and what I do is worth something. And, it just felt good to have someone be interested in, my merch, my brand, my music, and to support it like that was lovely. So thank you so much, Jack. And if anybody else is interested at all, I didn't really promote it because I guess I was waiting for the right moment or kind of didn't really think anyone would be interested. But look, I'm gonna give it a spruik. So. I will put the Shopify link down here. So if you guys want to jump on there and jump on there and grab a shirt, or I'm also selling tote bags. So shirts and tote bags, limited run of shirts remaining. I do plan to get some more merch done up for Slap Happy, for Savilian, for some music that I got coming out soon. So I want to get some more merch done up, but at the moment I've just got the Like That tees and the Like That totes. So if you jump on there and you want to grab one of them, that would be super cool. Next up, I want to please push everybody out there for I want to go on a little subscriber push. So if you're watching this right now and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do it. I'm nearing 1,000 subs. And I would love to get to that number. It's a nice, even number. It's a nice milestone. Plus, it allows me to, start becoming a YouTube partner, right? Straight up. So I would love to do that. That would be a nice little tick for myself. It's a little goal that I had for this year. So all I need is another 100 subscribers. And it's been going along smoothly so far. But, if you could jump on there and just hit subscribe, that would be amazing. So, yeah. Thank you in advance for everybody hitting subscribe right now. I genuinely appreciate it. So I want to get into why this episode is not such a slap happy, more of a somber happy, or slap somber. Yeah, slap somber. So I last Monday, one of my best mates who was basically like a big brother to me, passed away, and it was a shock. It was kind of sudden. It was a lot to take in. I feel like I haven't properly processed it or been able to grieve on account of the fact that I live in Melbourne, and he's like our friendship circle is from Sydney, and so I kind of feel a bit disconnected from the whole thing because like we spend a lot of our time in and around Sydney, and being down here in Melbourne kind of has I feel a bit removed from the whole thing, so it doesn't feel too real yet because me and him had a few plans on some things we were going to be doing in the coming weeks, and so I guess it was kind of sudden, and I felt last week in particular I felt very lost, but not super sad, only because it just doesn't feel real yet. Like I think when I go back to Sydney next week for his celebration of life that we're gonna have there, and I get to see like his wife and my friends, and just kind of I'm near him again. It'll be obviously more real to me, and it'll make sense to me. But yeah, as it stands, it doesn't feel super real to me yet. So that's not to say that I'm not kind of catching myself on a daily basis going, fuck. Holy shit, like I'm never going to be able to just call him again and just fucking shoot the shit. And so it's been kind of shitty. So that's why last week I kind of wanted to take a step back from social media and not drop the slap happy. So that's why I kind of, went a bit dark last week, guys. So I do apologize for the, for taking that step back. I know that you all are going to understand, and you all have been incredibly understanding and supportive. And even without knowing what's going on, there's a lot of people who have messaged me saying thank you, and thank you for your work and your content, and just kind of like showing their support. So look, it's been lovely. But I just wanted to share that with you guys and just kind of give you a little bit of an update as to kind of why I took that step back last week. Now, look, I did trade last week. I probably shouldn't have, to be honest. Like, I was very disconnected from everything. Nothing felt right. Nothing felt okay. And even this week, like, I've gone back to trading, but I kind of was very hesitant to post my trading results, and even hesitant to kind of like get back into shooting slap happy, because at the end of the day, like, nothing has really changed. Like, my friend is still dead. He's not here anymore. So I'm still pretty sad about that. So, not a lot has changed from last week. So it's like, I kind of got this weird feeling of like, how can I just get back into my life as if nothing happened when, something significant has. So it's a strange feeling just to get back into life and go do, normal shit that, you would have when something so significant has happened, and so such a large thing has changed in your life. Now, look, I know that I get it. Like, death is the only thing that's promised to us, and it is as much a part of our life as being born is. So there is that familiarity that we all have to create around death, and almost that almost that acceptance of it has to kind of, it's something that we all have to work on and move towards. But I guess it does not make it any easier. So yeah, I guess when I go back to Sydney next week, it's going to hit me a lot harder. I think I'm going to spend a few days up there with my friends and that friendship circle, and just try to remember him and try to celebrate him. And look, to be honest, so Nick obviously is one of my best mates as well. He's my mentor. He's the person who I talk to most about trading. But outside of Nick, there was probably two other guys who are the biggest proponents and champions of my trading. And he was one of them. Tim was one of them. Tim was a massive advocate for me and a champion of me. And he was super proud of how I've been able to turn my life around in the last 12 to 18 months, and the journey that I've gone on, and the resilience that I've shown. And he was super proud of me. And yeah, it feels good to just know that someone that I looked up to and someone whose validation I looked for, being that kind of big brother type. I think I received. I think I received his respect. I think I received his admiration, and knowing that kind of our relationship was good and we got to spend good time together before he left is it means the world to me. So yeah, super blessed in a few ways. Blessed in all the ways, really, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be okay. I'm still here, and he would have wanted me to keep powering along and to keep pushing on, and like no matter what, don't stop. Like kind of keep grinding it out and keep excelling and keep improving and keep succeeding. Like no matter what, he would have wanted me to and expected me to continue on the path that I'm on and continue on the journey that I'm on. So yeah, that was basically last week. And look, I'm still, as I said, it still hasn't really hit home, and it probably won't for some time now. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to update you guys about that and just talk about how I'm feeling about that, and just loss in general. It's such a strange thing, isn't it? Like it's the most obvious thing and the most real thing we ever face in our lives, but it is always going to be this thing that haunts us and challenges us, and it can often challenge us to do better and be better. It can cripple some people. The thought of death. For years, the thought of death and the thought of not existing has been something that I've struggled with. But kind of seeing the legacy that this man left on this earth has really genuinely inspired me, and has kind of perked me up and made me really start to consider what I'm saying and who I'm affecting and what mark I'm going to be leaving. Because if I can leave this earth and have made people want to be better the way that Tim was able to, like he made me want to be a better person, right? If I can do that, then I mean, you really can't ask for much more, to be honest. Yeah. So yeah, that. God damn it, Siri, always ruining everything. Yeah, Tim was it was an incredible poker player. So we used to play cards a lot back in the day. So we actually met working at the casino, and he was Canadian. And if anyone knows Daniel Negreanu, Tim was very similar to the way Daniel Negreanu plays poker. Obviously Canadian, real chirpy, happy-go-lucky, kind of goofy, but just had this knack of reading people. He was, in all the years that I played poker, he was probably the most naturally gifted poker player that I've ever played with. I played with some exceptional poker players, guys that learnt the game inside and out, that had perfect math, that had perfect range dissection, but Tim just had this like uncanny knack of reading people, and his ability to put, and he was very hard to read himself, and he also read people very well, and the guy was such a like we'd play poker, right, and he had this thing where he'd be in a hand and you'd be like betting, right, and he'd do the most annoying thing. He would call in position or even out of position. He'd just call, right? And he would as he would put his chips in, he'd be singing, "I never fold, I always call." And he'd just be kind of basically like he was kind of happy and enjoying playing cards, but the way he did it made you think, holy shit, this guy is just never gonna let a hand go. And like it would like tilt you a little bit. And it was just this like uncanny knack of being able to like kind of get under people's skin, but also make them reveal things about themselves. Like he knew how to talk, he knew how to connect with people, he knew how to like look at people and just kind of, understand them. Not too many people have that ability to talk with the same enthusiasm to a financial high flyer as they do to like a recovering drug addict. But Tim had that. Tim had charisma. I'm gonna miss him. But that's just a little bit about my friend, and I just kind of wanted to say some of that stuff and get some of that off my chest, and I'm kind of glad I did that. And if you guys got any ideas on what you want me to cover or talk about, please just let me know. I wanted to like talk. I know that this has not been trading related at all, but death is real. Death hit me last week, and I just wanted to talk about it, and I'm not going to shy away from that. At the end of the day, this is my platform. I want to talk my shit, and there may be someone out there that, through me just talking my shit was able to hear it and go, yeah, or nah, or, just kind of, feel it in some way. So, hopefully you can respect that. But thank you so much for listening, guys. And I really hope this slap somber was not all that bad. And hopefully you got something out of it. But enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully the stonks keep stonking for you. And I'll speak to you all next week. All right, thanks, guys. Cheers.